Never
Oh,
mind.
whoa, whoa,
my
whoa,
God.
My fault.
whoa,
My fault.
whoa, context,
Hold on, time out.
context,
Context. My fault.
context.
My very first pause. My very first encounter with a D&D session, which was hosted by yours truly, the one and only, the big homie Clark. He delivered to me one of the greatest feelings I've ever felt: total despair and total joy.
Oh
And
god.
if am I allowed to tell this story, or should I stop?
No,
I don't. You have to pick your words extremely carefully right now.
All right. Well, we'll
If
do
you're
it
gonna
this
tell
way
this
then.
extremely carefully.
Okay. If we don't make it, if it doesn't pass your standards and recommendations or requirements for a good story.
Can I attempt to tell the story and then I'm gonna listen to it back? This may get cut just because of like the YouTube algorithm is gonna. Oh my god, dude. This is like a big no.
But I'm telling you this. I'm telling the people need to hear this beautiful story.
Okay,
Because,
let me
gentlemen,
attempt it.
You do it.
Let me attempt it.
Because that. Also, let them know that's the nigga right there. I don't know about y'all. That one right there, that guy right there, that nigga right there. Not Clark, y'all.
Okay.
But that motherfucker right. He gave me two of the greatest feelings. Okay, I'm done.
Story time. Here's the context of what he said before, and it's probably too late because he's already said it. We have an off-camera D&D campaign going. We're currently doing a Strixhaven campaign. You guys will probably never see that because we decided to do this podcast in the middle of it. This is their second campaign. The first campaign that I did for them, which was everybody in the group's first campaign, I did my personal take on Dante's Inferno, but I used the Descent to Avernus setting and some of the characters from it to tell like a Dante's Inferno type story about going through the different realms of hell and kind of learning about who's there, why they're there, and such and such.
Which was marvelous.
During their journey, they came across several what I will call tainted items, right? Items that change not only the type of power that you have, but the kind of intent of your being, if you're following what I'm saying. They'll make you evil. Plain terms. They will. They will manipulate you.
Or make you good. Don't forget that
or
part,
make you good. There's items that make you good.
That shit made me mad. Yes.
During their adventures through Avernus or Hell, whatever you want to call it, Brother Terry, his character was given the opportunity to chop off his own arm and replace it with the hand of Vecna, and he did, and that turned his character terribly evil.
And which, by the way, was the best decision I've ever made. And when I did it, ladies and gentlemen, I never mind.
He loved that decision. He really did. He loved it. And after that, later in the story, he did get the eye. So he did have the hand and the eye, which turned him full evil. And at the end of the campaign, I decided to, instead of having them fight like one big boss, which they did. I did have the BBEG at the end. I decided to give everybody a portal in the shape of a mirror back to where they came from. And they would take with them whatever was attached to them. So the hand in the eye of Vecna would essentially be free to go wherever it wanted because he would be back in his realm. The other characters didn't agree with that, one in particular, and he decided to break his mirror so that he could never return back to his realm. When that happened, he took it upon himself to use that player's mirror instead and go into their realm. And that player was from a more peaceful realm. He lived in like a village. There was a town square. There were women and children playing. There were salesmen and things of that nature. I described a serene mountain town where everything was good. And he took it upon himself because he couldn't enact his revenge on his enemies, because he also wanted to take out another player, and they stopped him from doing that too. He would take out all of his vengeance on the town folks. Now, keep in mind, I just said who was in the town, and I'm not going to go into detail about it, but spared no one. Absolutely.
Everybody got it.
I think I've dodged every single term.
You did.
And
You
things
did.
like that. I think this is now safe. I'm going to have to leave out what you said in the beginning, but I feel like that description was safe. I may be wrong.
But
I
let me
may
tell you
be wrong.
something.
I'm probably going to have to listen to this again.
You cheated the people out of a glorious story, by the way. People, you're being cheated, but it's accurate. But there's so many people. Like, he gave you the same meal, but he took out some of the seasoning, so it's healthy for you. It's good for you. You can have this.
Yeah.
But over here, I dipped that bitch in fucking batter and deep fried, and it had all your favorite shit in there. That motherfucker was golden brown and crispy. And then, just to wash it down, I added your favorite beverage at the perfect temperature to wash down all that filth. And he gave you the diet version. Same great taste. Zero calories. Like, this is it's good that you did.
Same great taste, but this video will still be monetizable. With that being said, I'm gonna take this time to plug something that doesn't exist yet, but something that we are going to be doing, which is that we are going to be doing a recorded D&D playthrough. We're gonna release it along with the podcast. I brought it up later. I brought it up earlier in the show. I'm going to bring it up again because this is something that I'm very excited about, because I feel like off camera, it was such a fun experience. And the one thing we kept saying was like, man, I wish somebody else could be here and just see and hear what was going on. We had so much fun, and now we want to bring that joy to all of you. So sometime in the near future, we're going to be doing a new D&D campaign. We can't show you Strixhaven because we're halfway through it, but I do have something but I think is a little bit better. We're going to be going into the Space Jammers universe. We're going to be exploring astral space.
I can't wait.
It's inspired by all the things that we love. Destiny, Mass Effect. There's going to be some plot points from maybe Alien. We get some creepy crawlies in there. I wear my inspirations on my sleeve, and you will see many of them in the campaign that's going to be showing up. We're probably going to do a live stream for session 0 where we talk about some of the campaign notes and details, and then they also kind of like figure out what type of character you're going to make. But that's going to be in the future. Shameless plug for something that's also going to be on this channel,
which was a great segue, by the way. Beautiful segue.
100%.
So, I mean, the way you went ahead, not the way you went and gave these people this 0-calorie meal, and then gave them a little dessert of, we got more to come. And if you really want that uncut, that pure, that deep fried meal that we have over here, tune in next time. Because right now, here's diet version. You good, man. God created you way different than he created me, because I would have told them people that story right now. Because you said there was nice people, but as soon as you said the people in the town, you know exactly what I was thinking. There weren't regular people.
I can't tell you what he did with words. You can only imagine the ruin that was brought to that poor town.
Use your own imagination.
People, and to tell you, I just want to tell y'all that I felt what I did generally and wholeheartedly brought me joy. Like, that man down there, the brother king, the one and only, the homie.
Yes, sir.
He gave me something I've never felt before in a game. Despair. I'm like, to feel like there's nothing left. Imagine you sitting there, right? And your prize is right in front of you. And then someone comes and smashes it in front of your face, like, bitch, you can't have it. You're like, what is my existence? I had no purpose. But then again, Clark, my dear friend, my best friend, gave me another option. My best friend Clark told me, hey, bud, there's another door over there. Why don't you go through there? I'm like, I can do that? That's all he said. So,
That's not what I said.
okay, then I'm sorry, people. I'm a liar. Could you tell the people what you said?
No, all I did was describe that
No, I'm
the
just saying.
other
I'm just saying that you.
viewers
No,
are
no. I was
swimming.
saying. No, I'm just saying that you told me that I had the option to walk through the door. That's all I'm saying.
You
I
asked
mean-
if you could go through it, and I said,
And you said
like
yes.
every other DM says,
Yes,
whenever
yes.
things like this happen, I said you can try,
You
and
can
you did.
certainly try.
No, guys, that's not the words I heard, yo. He was like, "Hey, Landon, brother, my best friend to the end. I left that nigga door open." He was like, "I left that nigga door open. Go over there and fuck those people up." Okay? And there's another part of the story that I think that y'all should know. When I walked through that door, it was beautiful, just like he said. It was perfect. It was beautiful. I'm gonna make sure it's clean. This is great. It was beautiful. I stood on the grass, and his description, he's an amazing DM. He described it. I felt the grass under my feet, the wind in my face, and I heard the music coming from the town which he already had described of those good people. So Clark then proceeds. This is the part this is where he knew he fucked up, ladies and gentlemen. Clark says to me, I'm like, can I go down to the village? He goes, yeah, you can go down there, but it's 350 feet. You only have 150 feet of movement, so you gotta wait till your next turn. And then that's when I said,
that's not the duration. That's not the distance.
I know, but it was definitely, I needed more than my
It would take him
turn.
a while. I said it would take him a while.
It would take me a while. He definitely said that. So I looked him in his eyes and I said, so I can see it, right? I have a teleportation spell, and I was wondering if I could teleport there. And the silence he had for 3.45 seconds. He knew at that moment that it was fucked up. He knew right then and there it was fucked up because I still had an action. I had a So I teleported into the town, and then Clark told me about the town, and then that's when the town experienced my wrath. The end.
Yeah.
The end. The end.
That is the PG version of that story.
But when I tell you, we all felt something we had never felt before. Like King, for example, he felt relief. He felt he had made it out. He felt like a winner. He thought he was a winner.
Yeah, he thought he did.
And he didn't make it either. Clark made sure that none of us made it. And we didn't even realize that we was playing into this nigga hand. But he made sure that none of us made it.
No, you guys made sure that none of you survived. That was up to you.
Bro. No, this was a evil genius nigga, ladies and gentlemen. He was like, so he gave us everything we wanted. Then he was like, now you can kill each other. Then his ass, hey, go over here. And one by one, we followed his little path of destruction until there was nobody left. Nobody left except for two people. We always did.
Well,
anyway.
Well, if you think about it, Chip's character is still the Raven Queen.
Oh, she is. Yeah, that's right.
So,
she is alive.
She's
so
she became the Raven Queen's champion. Yeah, she did.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I guess at least one of us got out of it. Oh, your boy got turned into a demon anarchy dude.
Alex.
He was an oath breaker at the end.
Yeah, and he had to make an impossible choice, and he made it, and the consequences were that he became the right hand of Asmodeus. Yeah, man, that was a great campaign. We probably should have recorded it, but we didn't. But maybe one day, we'll do something similar to it.
You will never recreate such a beautiful moment. You know what I'm saying? That was our first. We were virgins. And he made sweet love to us. No diddy.
Don't tell the people that, because then they have no reason to watch the new one.
No. We're just saying that moment was so pure and so like we were sweaty and like we were in it, y'all. We were like out there in the woods by a fire like some hippies. Doing our thing.
Hippies?
First time. Yeah, hippies and fucking
that was
mushrooms
first
and shit.
session. That was first session there. There were no mushrooms or anything like that involved. It was
ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about on their end, but I definitely was chomping down on some things that made the experience that much more pleasurable, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. But new campaign for Dungeons and Dragons. It's gonna be on this same channel wherever you consume this form of media.